What's good, yo? Being true to you, what does that mean? Well, I'll tell you what it means for me. So being true to myself is doing what I have in my own mind. Not what like the outside tells me to do, but what I have to do in order to improve myself and make sure I get to where I need to be by following my outline. For me, not somebody else's outline. Not somebody's mold that they created, their standard that they created. I try to like discipline myself and let myself be creative, because that's how you could really evolve as a person. I've seen other people try to be like other people, and it didn't work out, and they just sit in this position where like, what do I do now? And they didn't let themselves be creative. I grew up with people that did that, and I always wonder, how come this person doesn't just let themselves be free? How come they don't just let themselves be a kid? Because growing up, I was a kid, obviously, and they were a kid, and like it always had to be a secret to be themselves. And the funny thing is, they fit in just perfectly into the pack like everybody else, and they had an easier time than someone like me making friends and just relating to those types of people. Me, it wasn't easy. But the one thing I can say is that I can get on camera and or go in a group of people and just fully be me, because that's something that I practice all the way through. You know, in the beginning it wasn't easy, because as a kid, I'm just a boy. I'm not gonna get all this like attention. I'm not gonna get anything unless I'm like everybody else. But growing up as a man and creating my own like standard for myself and my own mold for myself, from just letting my mind be creative, and as well as like me staying disciplined and doing the things I have to do in order to improve my life and to have a structure and a foundation, I'm able to be somebody, be my own person, not just be like everybody else. And that's the important thing of, you know, being true to yourself, as I'm explaining right now. There's nothing really much to it else besides those things, you know, being disciplined, seeing, okay, what is something that inspires me that I can really expand upon, but that's original to me. That's a part of who I am. Let me create something from within instead of stealing or taking something like as inspiration. It's good to be inspired, but it's good to know what is inspiration, because there's a difference between being inspired by something and just taking from something. I prefer being inspired where I'm like, okay, like I like to learn from this person because I can relate to it. You know what I mean? And like, let me continue on my own path of figuring out what I want to create for myself. And that's what's like still like staying true to yourself is. That's really what it is. And there's nothing really much to it besides that. I know I just went through speaking really fast, but it is what it is. You know, when you already have it going and it's something you already been doing your whole life, it's going to be quick. You're already going to know what to say. And that's what it is. Appreciate y'all for watching. Thank you. Hit that subscribe button, like the video, everything. Appreciate it.